everyone, I am the Dragon Skull, and welcome to the final episode of Resident Evil 8 Village. Where we left off, we fought Heisenberg, and we fought him using some kind of really cool tank with a chainsaw and a huge arsenal of weapons to beat him, and it was a really cool fight. And we ran into Chris Redfield again, who revealed that Mia, who died at the beginning of the game, wasn't actually Mia, but rather it was Mother Miranda in disguise. And then she killed Ethan. Then we played as Chris for a bit and hunted down the Mega Mycete, learned a lot of really useful information. And then we learned that Ethan was actually dead at the beginning of Resident Evil 7, and all this time he was just a reincarnated mold. So that's a lot to take in. And we're back with the Duke. He saved us after dying. And right now we're going to be heading in there to deal with Mother Miranda, but we're not going just yet. First I need to check around for items. I can't go back to any of the other villages because it's all closed off now. I've got Magnum ammo. I need that because I'm going to be using the Magnum against Miranda. Just going to do a final check. I'm moving really slowly for some reason. I do not like that at all. Gotta give it to that horse for being able to carry that carriage and the Duke's fat ass everywhere. Alright, let's go open up the shop one last time.
Do be sure you're prepared.
Oh, I will, Duke. Alright, I'm gonna sell, thank God I still keep all these. I'm going to sell all of these, sell the cigar. It can't be combined with anything. I don't think I need lockpicks where I'm going, so I could sell those. I'll hold on to them for now.
Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it.
Indeed, Duke.
Because of all this commotion, I've lost an entire territory to transact in.
I'm still annoyed that I still didn't get the last fish for this, and I didn't encounter any fish in the factory, so we're not going to be able to get the last upgrade, which saddens me. Nothing of value here to get. So let's
choose wisely. Your life may depend on it.
Oh, I will, and I'm going to be upgrading the Magnum. I'm going to focus on upgrading that. I could upgrade my other guns more, but I'm going to be using the Magnum most of all, so I'm going to focus on upgrading that. So let's upgrade its power.
This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
Upgrade rate of fire as well. Reload speed. Give it some more power.
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
And that's all I can do.
Please, be well.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for everything, Duke. Hang on, let me look at my items. I've got a lot of first aid meds. I don't know if I'll be needing a lot of that. I don't need my flashbangs. I don't use them, so I could sell those. And I could sell a first aid kit, maybe. Maybe I should get rid of my lockpicks as well, because I'm not going to be using them. Actually, I'm going to keep them on me just in case I come across something on the way.
Do you have sufficient weapons and items?
Alright, let's sell one of my first aids, and let's sell, I've got a lot of handgun ammo. Maybe I should sell some of my ammo. Got a lot of shotgun ammo as well, so yeah, sell some of that. I'm going to be using the Magnum, like I said, so a lot of sniper rifle bullets as well. Sell some of that. Get rid of my flashbangs. I'm not going to use those. Keep the Magnum ammo, obviously. I'm keeping all that. Yeah, I think that'll do. And all I get from the lockpicks is just 2,000, so I'm not going to bother selling those.
I hope we meet again someday.
I could sort out my inventory, but I don't really see a need to, really. Actually, I'll do it. Never mind, I'll just get it over with. Just so I have it nicely in order. Move that there. Move these up here. There. Move these down here. And move this there. Still got plenty of space, but I could just save all that for collecting stuff. Okay, guys, this is it. We're gonna face Mother Miranda now. This is probably the last time we're ever gonna see each other, Duke. So I just want to say thank you for everything. You've been a really big help, and I appreciate all you've done for me. I'm still kind of disappointed that we didn't get to know much about you, but you're a good friend. And I'm glad you didn't die in the end. Okay, and with that, we're off. Look out, Mother Miranda, I'm coming for you. And I want my baby back. Oh, let's equip the Magnum, actually, before we head in. I can't wait to use this thing. I've been holding off on it for so long, and I'm probably not going to be able to...
Out of my way.
Oh. You know what? You get my Magnum as well. Not dropping any items this time. Adam, I said out of my way. You're not stopping me from reaching Mother Miranda. I know it looks like I'm wasting ammo, but I've got tons of ammo to spare. Like, I've got a lot of Magnum ammo, so I'm not too worried about wasting it.
Going.
Push through it, Ethan, because you're so strong.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come to me.
Is that Rose?
Ava, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What?
Yep. Daddy's back.
My power is leaving me.
Rose!
They are surprised that I'm back, huh?
Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
That's an understatement.
Give Rose to me. Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly, everything...
Get her now!
Shot her before she could finish her villain monologue.
Go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment. And you tried to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled.
No!
Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
Nope. She's not yours. That's a lot of mold. Whoa! Okay, that is terrifying.
Mr. Winters.
She looks just like...
You disposed of my false children and awakened the glory.
Let me look around for items first. I don't want to start shooting at her because I'll end the fight too quickly.
Do not worry for little Rose.
I want
assure
to
you
drag this
are
out as much as I
provided
can.
with true happiness.
Look at her though, she is
So now
creepy.
you can die
She looks like...
peacefully and permanently.
She kind of looks like the Beldam from Coraline.
Wait.
Doesn't she look like that? To me at least. Alright, now let's start shooting her. Once I get a clear
Don't
shot.
resist. You understand the level of character a child needs. How can you deny me?
Whoa!
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah,
Some
right.
power.
All it's done is drive you nuts.
Whoa. This kind of feels a bit like the Valkyrie Queen fight from God of War. Oh, shotgun ammo, but I don't really have a need for it. I've got my Magnum. Ah! Alright, Where are you, Miranda? There you are.
Feel the Dark God's wrath!
You talking about yourself or something else? Or the Mega Bison? Okay, now it's gone dark. Alright, 7 bullets left in this
Now,
thing.
Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands.
Not a chance.
Rest now.
The hell I will.
I will
Yeah, what do you...
take back my daughter!
She's my daughter though. Go find your own. Oh wait, you can't.
Die, 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 die! This
Wait, is that it?
how you end the Winters. To ensure I never see your face,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your monologue. Chris already did that. I shouldn't be doing it either. Okay, now I've suddenly got infinite ammo in this thing. Oh, how many magnum bullets is it? Oh, that's it. Okay. I tried to drag it out as long as I can, but
my daughter! My
well, at least you're with her now in the afterlife. Or, well, not yet. You're inside the Mega Mycete. But once I blow that, you will be with her in the afterlife. Rose was inside her?
Rose!
That's kind of messed up.
Shh. Shh. It's alright, Rose. It's alright.
Hey there, little chubster. It's your daddy. Oh. I was right. Because he's all mold, if the Mega Mycete is destroyed, he'll be dead as well. That doesn't apply to
Ethan!
Rose as well, though, does that?
Ethan! Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Are we finally going to see Ethan's face?
Chris,
Ethan, you did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move.
That doesn't look good. Whoa! The Mega Mycete. It's surfaced. Good thing the explosives are still
Keep
inside
moving,
it.
Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan's gonna blow it. And himself.
Ethan.
Come on, game, let me see his face. I at least deserve to see his face until he dies. Ethan. Damn, I really wanted to see his face.
Rose?
Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
He's gone. This time for real.
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No! We can't go, not without my husband!
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where?
He was where that explosion took place. He's gone for good now.
What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. That's right. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
The hell were they thinking?
What?
Orders, Captain.
Those soldiers
Pick
were
up the rest of the
bioweapons?
squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's got to pay.
Wow. Just wow. That was good. That was really good. I liked that. That was amazing. Ah, the Village of Shadows. I was definitely right about that book being foreshadowing to what was happening in the game. Weird music's playing. But that's it, guys. We finally made it to the end of Resident Evil 8 Village. Or Resident Evil Village. I don't know which way it's pronounced. That was a really good game. I have to admit, I think this game might be better than Resident Evil 7. Like, it took what Resident Evil 7 did and improved on it so much. Wait to the credits. Oh, I was planning on waiting to the end of the credits anyway. I was definitely right about that book being foreshadowing. Like, that bat represents Lady Dimitrescu and the giant fish represents Moreau and all that. That was cool. I really do like all that. So anyway, guess it's time for me to do my review of the game, as I do with it at the end of every Let's Play I've ever done. Love this game. I love it a lot. This might be my new favourite Resident Evil game. Like, it's topped Resident Evil 7 as my all-time favourite now. Let me turn down the volume, it's a bit loud. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot more fun. As I said, they did definitely improve a lot from where Resident Evil 7 was. And I love all the massive twists and plot reveals in this game. It's really good compared to what Resident Evil 7 had. Alright, where should I begin with this game? I'll start with the obvious one, the story. It's a pretty good story, I do like it. It's, compared to Resident Evil 7's story, I do think this one's is a bit better. Like, I like how it's a continuation of 7, where we got to see Ethan and Mia again from Resident Evil 7, and they have a kid, and it turns out their kid has, powers, like insane regenerative abilities, and now we know that for a fact that she inherited those abilities from her father, Ethan, who turns out to be, a molded from the very beginning of Resi 7.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more, in turn, is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
The continuation of the story.
Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, father fought the witch, while mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed.
That's pretty much how Ethan went out.
Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Congratulations, developers, you did it again. I really love this. Oh, you prefer Resident Evil 7 more than this one? I'm not entirely sure what I like more. I do love Resi 7, but I also love this game as well. I'm kinda intertwined on which one I like more. Although this one does have a bit more to offer than Resi 7 did. But I'll get into gameplay later. I also have to say, in terms of the characters in this game, I think Resident Evil 8 has way better villains than Resident Evil 7 did. Like, in Resi 7, the main villain was Evelyn, and the side villains were the Baker family, even though in the end it was revealed that they were actually victims of Evelyn and they were made that way because of her. So that I wouldn't count them as proper villains. Like, Jack Baker, he was pretty cool. Like, he was kind of like Mr. X in the first part of the game, where he chases you around and he's immortal. You can't really kill him because he was coming back. Marguerite was the one who controls all the bugs, and she was like the grossest of them all. I remember her boss fight was just really gross because she had a beehive in her crotch, and it's ugh, I still gag every time I think of it. And Lucas Baker is basically the child genius, the mad scientist. As cool as I love them, I think Resident Evil 8's villains are a lot better. Like, my obvious favourite being Alcina Dimitrescu. As soon as I saw her in the trailers, I immediately fell in love with her. And I kept making jokes and references about us having a future together, even though it's not meant to be. And I'm pretty sure every YouTuber who's played this game has made those jokes. But I don't think anyone could ever love her as much as I can. Because unlike every other YouTuber, I'm a demon. So it makes sense for me to end up with a vampire girl, especially one as tall as her. And her fight when she became a dragon just made me love her even more. Because you guys know I love dragons, hence why I call myself the Dragon Skull. So that was really cool. Heisenberg is also one of my favourite villains. Like, I think he and Dimitrescu are my favourites of all time in this game. Because Heisenberg is a really cool character. I really like how he's kind of like Dr. Frankenstein, where he's creating cyber-enhanced zombies, and each one is even more difficult to kill than the last. And I like how he has Magneto powers, but I'm kind of disappointed we never get to see much of that. And like all the other lords, apart from Beneviento, he transforms into a giant monster. His fight was pretty cool, I will admit. Where we get to drive that tank thing. My only complaint about the game is that I really wish I had played it on standard difficulty, because the game was just too easy for me. I only went on casual because I assumed that the game was going to be like on standard difficulty. It was going to be like really challenging, and I kind of just wanted a nice story experience, get an idea of what the gameplay is like. But near halfway through the game, I had pretty much gotten used to it by this point, and I really wish I could have changed the difficulty back. Capcom really needs to change this for future Resident Evil games. Like, give players the ability to change the difficulty on the fly whenever they want, because you have to restart the whole game again just to change the difficulty, and I didn't want to do that. I was way too far into the game to do that. Just as I was too far into the game to find any potential items that I missed. It's obvious that I didn't get everything in the game, but I did try my best, and I'm pretty sure I got more items than most YouTubers do, because they don't have the patience to look around for items, making sure they get every area on the map completely blue. I did pretty well though. I did pretty much blue out every single area of the map in every location in the village. So I'm happy for that. I am still disappointed I didn't get that last fish and get the last upgrade, but considering I don't really use the guard function that much, it doesn't bother me. Had I not gotten like the health or speed upgrade, then I would have been annoyed. Oh yeah, I haven't finished talking about characters yet. But yeah, Heisenberg and Dimitrescu are my favourite villains in this game. As for the other two lords, Moreau and Beneviento, they're alright, I guess. I mean, Moreau is basically the Marguerite of this game. Like, he turns into a massive monster and he's really disgusting, bulbous-looking creature. And Beneviento is very much like, she represents the pure horror aspect of this game. Like, that section with the deformed demon baby, that was really terrifying. I really didn't want to be a part of that bit. Like, as soon as I saw that thing, I wanted nothing more than to get out of that room. And the fact that I had no weapons on me, and I was completely defenseless, made it even terrifying. Because, if you think about it, horror games aren't really that scary once you have a weapon in hand. Like, having a weapon makes all horror threats and monsters less of a threat. But if you're completely defenseless and you have no way to defend yourself, that's when they become terrifying, and your only option is to run and hide. That's what I like most about horror games. Not that the combat was bad, because I really did enjoy the combat in this game. Ah, there's more. There's the book again, Village of Shadows. Wait, is that Rose?
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon, it's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
So Rose is all grown up now.
You were being silly. I don't think that...
Oh, she's wearing Ethan's jacket. It even still has the cut from when Dimitrescu cut his arm. She looks a lot like Mia, but she has Ethan's blonde hair. She's probably visiting her father's grave. I am still disappointed that we never got to see Ethan's face. I really wanted to know what he looked like.
Happy birthday.
Aww.
Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else?
Wait.
Day of all days.
Who's that?
We have a situation. You're needed. Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
Damn.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it.
She's grown up to be quite the little badass.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
That's true.
I know.
Wait, there's someone down there. Who is that? I can't tell. I doubt it's Ethan. It could be. No, it can't. It's probably Chris. Or maybe the father's story is now done. Okay, so it's not Ethan then, because, well, he is pretty much dead for good then. The father's story is done, but the daughter's is now beginning. Ah, my results. Yep, I was on casual. Really wish I was on standard. I played for 11 hours. Damn. Almost 12, actually. A new difficulty level is available. The difficulty can be selected when starting a new game. The Village of Shadows as difficulty is added. That's pretty cool. Okay, following's been added to bonus menu. Extra content shop, concept art, figures, challenges. Okay, so there are some challenges in this. Okay, complete challenges listed in the challenges menu in order to receive completion points. Okay, completion points can be exchanged for a new variety of bonuses in the extra content shop. New game mode, weapons, concept art, figures, etc. New movies added. Following movies have been added to the movies in the bonuses menu. Village of Shadows full version. Creating in the Village of Shadows, the level design of Resident Evil Village, the visual development of Resident Evil Village, visual production of Resident Evil Village, blah 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 blah. Ooh, special weapon. You can now get the following weapon from the extra content shop for finishing the main story. The WCX. Is that Albert Wesker's gun that I used to defeat Evelyn? You've completed the challenges. Not liking this. That's what I named the second episode. I think so these are all challenges or bonuses or whatever. Okay, can I click OK now? Override the complete save. Yeah, why not? And that should do it. That should be the end. We should be at the main menu now. Yep, we're back at the main menu. And it's daylight again. When I started up the game earlier, the main menu was completely dark and there was fire in the background. I do like how it changes every now and then. Oh, and it's snowing now, which is even cooler. And they were going to shoot her. Are you talking about Rose? But anyway, as I was saying about the game, I lost my train of thought now because of that one cutscene. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about more about the four lords. I can pretty much guess what they're all based off, because each of the lords represents an aspect of horror. Like Dimitrescu represents the traditional like Dracula, like vampires. And I think they've also thrown in a bit of Japanese lore, like her really tall height is a reference to one of the Japan's urban legends about this really tall woman who kidnaps little boys. Hashaku-sama, I think it's called. That's what I think it is, anyway. And then Donna is based off Annabelle. I haven't seen Annabelle, but I have heard things about it. I have seen Child's Play, though, which also features a doll. Except Child's Play is more centered towards comedy than horror. Moreau is obviously based off the book called The Isle of Dr. Moreau. I haven't read that book, but I know of it. And it's about where a mad scientist is trying to combine human and animal genetics together to create terrifying creatures. Creatures like Moreau in this game. And Heisenberg is obviously a reference to Frankenstein when it comes to creating monsters using technology and all that. That is really cool. And obviously they got his powers from Magneto, and the name Heisenberg is from Breaking Bad, because that's the name Walter White gave himself when he became a drug dealer. I definitely think, I really do like the villains. They're definitely a lot better than Resident Evil 7's villains. As for Mother Miranda herself, I mean, she's alright. Obviously, Heisenberg and Dimitrescu outshine her way more than she does. And that's kind of sad, considering Miranda's the main villain. I do like what I found in her lab, though, in the previous episode, where we found out that the founder for the Umbrella Corporation was actually one of her pupils. And it makes sense, too, because apparently she's been around for hundreds of years. It's because of the Megamycete that she didn't die of old age. And she's been trying... And the whole thing about her trying to revive her dead daughter, I have seen that concept done before in many movies and stuff, where villains try to bring back their loved one through desperate means. It's been done before, but that doesn't make it bad. And it makes sense why she would pick Rose, of all people, because Rose has crazy powers, and I'm definitely curious as to see what her powers are capable of, other than regeneration. Because apparently, according to when she threatened that guy with the glasses earlier, she can do things that even Chris has no knowledge of. So, if there's ever going to be a Resident Evil 9, my theory is that Rose is going to be the main character this time. And she's probably going to be like around an adult all this time, and she's working with the new Umbrella. Because in the Not a Hero DLC in Resident Evil 7, we learned that Chris Redfield is working for the Umbrella Corporation. But it's not the same Umbrella Corporation as it used to be. Umbrella's been taken down after the events of Resident Evil 5. And the company has been regrouped as a private military company where they focus on fighting viruses rather than creating them. Because in the beginning, Chris Redfield obviously worked for STARS, which is like a SWAT team for the police force, and Jill Valentine was one of them as well. And Leon was also a police officer, but he wasn't STARS. I do like how in the very beginning they made Chris Redfield appear to be like a villain, and we were like, oh god, he shot Mia, but it turns out it wasn't actually Mia, it was actually Mother Miranda. There is one thing I'm disappointed about though, and that's the fact that we never see Chris become a werewolf or something like that, because the thumbnail that I use for my Resident Evil 8 videos, I got that from the wallpaper art of where it shows Chris Redfield and half of him is human and the other half is werewolf. I was expecting him to become a werewolf. In fact, that massive beast that I encountered when I was heading towards Moreau, I thought that was Chris. And it wouldn't let me kill him, but it turns out it was just a regular werewolf or something. That disappointed me. Why would they have that kind of like wallpaper if that's not what they're going for? It just really confuses me. And I have to say, when it comes to Ethan, I think he's the weakest of the Resident Evil protagonists, in my opinion, because, as I said before in the beginning of the game, Ethan's just a regular dude. He did have military training in this game, and he was able to take down Evelyn in her final form, and the Four Lords, and Mother Miranda herself, but Ethan's kind of bland as a protagonist. Like, he doesn't have much personality to him. I think so. And the reason for that is because we hardly see him. We don't even know what he looks like, because it's always in first person. And first person games are pretty fun, but mostly silent first person protagonists don't do really well. Like, another good example would be Chell from the Portal games. She never speaks, and we never see what she looks like, so it's hard for me to root for her as the game goes on. Most of the time I've been rooting for the villains. Like in this game, I was also I was kind of rooting for Heisenberg, because I actually did want him to destroy Miranda. And I mean, it's not like he would have killed Rose, because I don't think Rose can die. She's probably like Ethan, like she's just too stubborn to die. So, and Ethan just being all like, no, I'm screw you, I'm not joining you. That did annoy me a bit, because I think maybe it would have been better if he did join him. And maybe afterwards, once Miranda's dead, Heisenberg takes over the village and tries to restore it. That's what I think, anyway. What else? Mia doesn't have much of a role in this game compared to the first one, because in Resident Evil 7, she had a big role, because she was working for the company that made Evelyn, The Connections. And in this game, she hardly appears at all. She wasn't even in the beginning, because that was actually Miranda. She doesn't appear until the end of the game. So I'm kind of hoping she might have another role in Resident Evil 9 when it comes out. I do have predictions for what Resident Evil 9 could be. Like, maybe Resident Evil 9 is going to be the finale of the mold saga. Like, maybe I don't think all the mold is completely gone. Like, maybe there's some traces of it left, because some of the mold still exists inside Rose. And if Rose still has bits of mold in her and is still alive, that means there's a possibility that bits of the mold could exist elsewhere. But now that the source of the mold has been destroyed, there's nothing it can develop on. They don't have a hive mind anymore. And we also found out that some of the BSAA agents that were sent there were actually bioweapons. So I'm definitely curious to see where the next game's going to go with that. Maybe, and I also hope in the next game we actually finally get to see the connections, because we've never seen them. We've only seen reference to them both in this game and Resi 7. We know nothing about them. We don't know what kind of people they have, who the founder is. Maybe it's Albert Wesker for all I know. Maybe he somehow survived Resident Evil 5. When I saw the guy with the glasses, I actually thought that was Albert Wesker, but it's not. It's just some Men in Black looking dude. I actually would like to see Albert Wesker return, because he's probably the most popular villain of the Resident Evil series. And if Chris is still here, then it would be awesome to see if he would return. I would also like to see Jill return as well. I didn't really like Jill that much in Resident Evil 3 Remake, but it would make sense for her to be there as well. Then again, I don't know the story of the other Resident Evil games. I haven't played 1, 4, 5 and 6. I don't plan on playing 5 and 6 because they're terrible games from what I've heard. I would love to play Resident Evil 4 though, and the first Resident Evil as well. The Resident Evil 1 game is actually on the PlayStation Store, so I might get it and do that for another Let's Play, because I currently don't have any other Let's Plays planned, so I might do that. And I'm not going to get Resident Evil 4, even though it is on the PlayStation Store, because Capcom did say that they will be doing a Resident Evil 4 remake, and I want to play that instead. And from what I've heard, Resident Evil 4 is the best in the series, although I think this game might have dethroned it. As for the gameplay in this game, the gameplay has definitely improved a lot over Resident Evil 7. Like, it still has the same first-person perspective that the previous game had, but they changed some things. Like, they changed the inventory system. Then you still have to pause stuff to heal yourself. They kept that in, so I'm glad. But they did change up some of the crafting systems as well. Like, instead of using chem fluid to make bullets, you use scrap and gunpowder to make it, which makes way more sense. It's definitely a lot better now. I do wish they added some new things, like the ability to like dodge attacks, because every time a zombie or Lycan grabs you, they always bite down on you and take some of your health away. I wish there was an option where you can actually like fight back. Like if you tap a button really fast, you can push them off or something. That would make it a lot better. What else is there to talk about? Oh wait, I haven't talked about the Duke yet, have I? That's another thing I love about this game. I love how they brought back the merchant from Resident Evil 4. They even referenced him in this game. And I do like how the merchant is like the only sole survivor of the village, the Duke. But we also don't know anything about him either. All we know is that he's a merchant. And when Ethan asked him who he was, even he doesn't know. So I'm definitely curious about him. I am kind of disappointed that we don't learn too much about him, other than he's just a merchant. But I am glad that they brought back the merchant from Resident Evil 4, and they brought a new upgrade system to the game as well. Like all the guns I get to upgrade and all that. That is really fun. My only complaint is that the game gave me way too many weapons that I know how to deal with. Like, at the end of this game, they gave me 3 handguns and 3 shotgun weapons. And I would have been fine just sticking with the ones I had before. The only reason I bought them was because they were better than the ones I had, even when upgraded. I'm glad they didn't bring another sniper rifle though, because the sniper rifle was definitely pretty useful. I think I've covered pretty much everything in this game. I can't think of anything more. Oh yeah, they also... I remember now. Another thing that I wish they could have added is the inventory box that was in Resident Evil 7, where you get to put all your items in the box to keep them safe, so that way you can free up more space. In this game, you didn't have that. Instead, I had to keep buying more inventory space from the Duke, and I had to mix around my items to make room for all that and discard some stuff. That was pretty annoying, because especially when I was playing this on casual difficulty, because it gave me way too many items. Like, I had too many bullets and everything. I also wish they could have brought back the psychostimulants. That was a really useful item in Resident Evil 7, where you take a pill and you get to see hidden items. It would have made things way faster for me, because one of my complaints is that there were loads of items that were really well hidden, and it took me ages to try and find them. I had to spend entire minutes in silence looking around every nook and cranny of a place for crystal fragments and stuff like that. If the psychostimulants were in the game, it would have made finding them a lot easier. But that's only nitpicking. Overall, I love this game. I still don't know if I love it more than Resident Evil 7 though. I think they're both tied for my number one spot for best Resident Evil game. So it's Resident Evil 7 and 8, then it's Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then it's Resident Evil 3 Remake. That one is the weakest one in my opinion, because it was too short, there was a lot of cut content, and the Nemesis was handled kinda poorly in my opinion. Like, he wasn't like how he was in the original Resident Evil 3. That's all I have to say about that. It's been 45 minutes now, so I should probably wrap things up now. So, I'll say thank you so much for watching this series and joining me for on this entire journey through this dark village. Really had a blast playing this game. I definitely am going to be playing it again in my spare time and on standard difficulty just to see how different it is. Check out all the new stuff I unlocked after completing the game and all that stuff. But what do you guys think though? What do you think of this game? Let me know in the comments below where you would rate this game. Like, where would you rate all the Resident Evil games in total? Even the ones I haven't played. I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are. And also, should I play the first Resident Evil game? It is on the PlayStation Store for a cheap price, so if you guys want to see me play that, let me know in the comments below as well, and I will be sure to do it. I am running low on Let's Plays to do, so it would be nice to play the original Resident Evil. And also, I am thinking of playing Jump Force as well, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to make a series out of that. So, if you want to see a Jump Force as well, let me know as well. And also, for those of you who are new to my channel, please be sure to check out the other Resident Evil games that I've played. I've played Resident Evil 7, and I've played the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes as well. So be sure to check out those as well. And also be sure to check out the other Let's Plays I've done as well. So, hopefully you'll enjoy them. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you all next time. Peace. Until we meet again, Rose Winters.